Heyo everybody, Haku here with my character design reactions for the next arc of Magical Girl Raising Project, or Mahou Shoujo Ikusei Keikaku. Pretty sure ACES is up next. I actually didn't double check before recording, but I'm pretty certain ACES is up next, and then we get to read the second set of episodes, and then we have Peaceful Days before we finally get Queens, and then I guess we'll just be stuck until by then, hopefully, the new volume, which is going to be another set of episodes, will be out. Hopefully, that'll be out by then and we can continue on reading. But if not, then we'll be stuck waiting for a bit. And maybe in the time that we're waiting, I can read the manga or something for the channel. Because I think there's like a manga only arc, like free to play or something. But I'm sure there's plenty of content that I can dive into when I get to it. But either way, sorry this image isn't super duper HD or anything. I mean, there's a limit to how HD it can be when I'm going to be zooming in and out of it and everything, and I'm already zoomed in kind of a bit on it. But thank you so much to Slacker for getting me the character designs without the names or the translation. That way I'm not spoiled on any of that, and it's totally a surprise. And you all know that I like to be really upfront with you and try not to be spoiled by anything. The only thing I know coming up is that there is going to be a character named, because I've heard one name before, premium something like Sadako, Sachiko, something like that. I don't know if that's going to be this arc or if it's going to be Queens, but I've heard the name before. So again, just being honest before I get into reacting that I've heard one name before. I don't know what they look like or anything about them, I've just heard the name in regards to the series of Magical Girl Raising Project. Also, one thing is that we have our 16 girls as usual, but we have 6 repeating girls, and I'll move this eventually so you can see the ones hidden by the face cam, but we have 6 repeating girls coming back and only 10 new ones. But it's kind of somewhat a little to be expected, I guess, because I'm pretty certain I've heard people say for a while that Joker's Aces and Queens, I mean, they're all like deck card reference names. But either way, I've pretty much heard that Joker's Aces and Queens is kind of like a trilogy, so they're all really related. So it makes sense that there'd be a lot of repeat characters. But it makes me sad and scared because I don't want the repeat characters to die, and who knows if they will. But without further ado, let's get into these. So hold on, let me click over and then still make sure my recording looks right. Looks fine. Hopefully it will be fine. So let me zoom in a little further, and oh, that's the furthest I can drag that over. So instead, hang on, I can just move my face cam around here. So yeah, we see our repeating characters right now with, we got Shadowgale and Fleck coming back. I feel really bad for Shadowgale because she's already trying to die pretty much. And of course, if you haven't watched my favorite characters video yet, spoiler alert, Shadowgale is my favorite, but I do not feel entirely hopeful for her survival here. We have Fle, of course, who is played kind of a key background role in the past few arcs. Ripple coming back, maybe she'll finally get her reunion with Snow White here, but it might not take until Queens to get her memories back or something, I don't know. Princess Deluge coming back, we have Shufflin', and this one, we're not seeing the Joker's Shufflin', though I don't think we saw Joker's Shufflin' last time. I think it was the Ace of Spades last time, maybe. All I remember is it was one of the dark colored ones, but we have a 3 of Diamonds Shufflin' here. Shufflin', so adorable. And we got Snow White with Ruler there. And yeah, I guess that flower's just part of her costume. I was trying to see, was that some sort of new little mascot character or something other than Fall. But dang it. Okay, let me get this back. I was trying to move my face cam here. Hold on. There we go. Alright, and let's get back to this. So first up, I guess I'll start from here and then move up towards the top left. Guess that's the way I'm going to do this. So starting off, we have this one girl. She has kind of a scientist kind of look. She's got like a graduation cap type hat. I like her pigtails. They're all spirally. And I can't tell if that's like a porcupine tail or something, or what that little thing is right there under her coat. maybe, okay, time for guessing of powers and such. Maybe she can fuse. Oh, yeah, because I guessed powers last time too, and I was actually really pretty close with them. My names weren't really that close, but I was pretty close, and like very close actually, with what most of their powers were, based on their designs. So she's got a very scientisty look with the lab coat and with the graduation cap. There's some sort of animal looking tail spiky thing back there. I think that maybe she can fuse things together, like fusing animals together to make chimeras or something like that. Because that looks like maybe some kind of monster or something down there too, but I can't really tell. So, yeah, I'm thinking maybe that's her power. And, oh god, I forgot I have to think of names for everyone. Oh god. It's got to be like Professor something or Doctor something. You would think, right? Oh, and she has X eyes there. No, she isn't Professor X. Or Dr. Animo, like from Ben 10. Oh god. Y'all just call her Dr. Animo. Okay. And then there's this kind of ballet-ish looking girl with cat ears, and her power is definitely going to have something to do with this creepy shadow thing. So, basically, I'm going to guess her power is basically Dark Shadow from Boku no Hero Academia, where she's going to have this shadow creature that's part of her that she can control. Basically, the same exact power as Tokoyami's. So yeah. So she has cat ears. Oh my god, and now, I've never seen Miraculous Ladybug, but I know the name Cat Noir. That would be, again, a perfect name for her. Why am I just giving them cartoon character names? What would her name be, though? Oh my gosh. Or maybe Noir Neko would work. Because sometimes they throw in, like, Japanese words as part of their name. So yeah, Noir Neko is gonna be my guess for her. And my guess for her power is that she just has Dark Shadow, essentially. Let's go up to her. She looks like she could be Premium Sadako or Sachiko or whatever. Because you know what she reminds me of? Those little machines that they have in Japan where you twist the thingy and the balls come out and they'll have like stickers or pins or different kind of little things like that, or keychains. That's what she reminds me of, because she has the little ball things and she just looks like that kind of machine. Like, you turn the thing up there on her head like I'm pointing at, and like that thing on her chest, like the prize comes out or whatever. So I'm guessing she's the one that's premium whatever, and it's because she's basically one of those little machines. And her power is that you turn the little thingy and she can pop out those orbs, and different ones will have different things in them. Something to do with that. Or maybe different orbs will have different powers. Or they'll just have some random effect or something. So yeah, that's my guess for her power and name. Okay, now for this next column over, we have this person. They look like a big hulking knight. I almost want to call them like, I like the little heart thing on their gauntlet too. They remind me kind of what's the mecha from Code Geass that the girl with the pink hair drives? It's like Mordred or something, right? And the girl's Anya something, I think. Or maybe there's a different character in Code Geass named Anya. It's been a while. So yeah, Mordred would maybe be it, because it would be similar to like the whole Melville thing with Clanberry's naming scheme, or not Clanberry's, with Melville's naming scheme. Obviously Melville is named Melville. So it could be that, or it could be like Dreadnought, but Dread Knight, because it would be a cute portmanteau, because she's a magical girl. So I'm going to guess Dread Knight as the name for this one. And her power is, kind of basic. I think the suit of armor is going to be really protective, and she can shoot little, like, flames or, like, pink flames or beams or whatever from the hands. Basically, her power is the suit. She's like an Iron Man type. So yeah, that's my guess for her. Power is the suit. Next up in this column is this one with oh, I love the bone wings. Yeah, I love the bone wings. And I think she just has her legs folded up behind her, because her legs look kind of weird here. I love the bone wings, though. And she has some kind of scroll or trumpet or something. I think it might be like a trumpet. I think. And she has kind of like an angel design, so maybe she's supposed to be like an angel of death and she blows the trumpet to cause destruction or whatever. So okay, yeah, that would be a good idea. Would her name just be Gabriel or something then? Because we've already had the Peaky Angels. I just think her name would be something similar like that, or is there like another angel name that works? I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna guess that her name is just something that's a simple angel name. So I'm just gonna go Gabriel, and I'm gonna say that her power has to do with causing destruction from the trumpet, or whatever that is. Even if it's not necessarily a trumpet, even if it is a scroll or something. I think that's going to be her power, is that she causes destruction or death or whatever from that thing she has. And then next up we have a dessert looking girl, like she has a strawberry on her head and whipped cream, like a whipped creamish braid and a whipped cream looking tail with like those little candy stars on it. Okay, that doesn't give me, okay, just basically like an elemental, but for whipped cream. She just controls whipped cream. That's my best guess. This is a really difficult one. So that's my best guess, and her name is something to do with strawberry cakes. This is difficult. This is the hardest design to guess a name and power from so far. So yeah, I'm gonna just say that, or what if she can turn things into sweets, you know, like she can turn things into baked goods. That's difficult. It almost makes me want to say that that's her power. You know what? I'm gonna say, yeah, she can turn things into sweets. Even though controlling whipped cream, it kind of goes with her design too. But yeah, she can turn things into sweets, and her name would have to be something that goes along with that, or something that goes along with the strawberry looking thing on her head. Like, Ichigo Cake or something. Yeah, I'm gonna go Ichigo Cake as her name, and turning things to sweets is her game. Alright, next column over then, we have this police looking girl. Let me make sure it's on screen properly. Yeah, looks good. So we have this police looking girl here. She has a little siren on her belt, a little police hat, giant handcuffs. Her power is going to be the handcuffs. That's my guess. She can make handcuffs of different sizes. Or her handcuffs can change sizes, or nobody can break out of her handcuffs. Something like that. But either way, her power is just magical handcuffs. Sort of like Malpom's power was just generally magical wings. It wasn't that specific, because the wings could do a bunch of different things, but the wings were just generally magical. So I'm guessing her power is magical handcuffs. What would her name be? I want to say it's like Officer something, because we've had similar things like that before. Like, whose name is similar to that? Kind of like how I was like, she's Doctor something or Professor something. This girl would be like Officer something. Because we've had characters with names that went similar to that, like Princess Deluge and Inferno and Tempest and such, where they have sort of a title before the proper part of their name. Or Styler Mimi was like that too. There are a lot of characters that follow that sort of naming pattern. Oh gosh, I really think it's Officer something, but I have no clue. There's no way to be able to guess. I would have said something to do with being blue, maybe? Officer Azul, that is her name, because she has a lot of blue going on, but I think that's just because she's a cop. But Officer Azul, magic handcuffs. And next up is this girl. I'm trying to see what's up with those things on her head, because they look odd. Are they like, whoops, they like bear ears? Is that what it is? Oh, and she has clovers on her, too. Those look kind of like bear ears, or maybe they're supposed to be like bee-wing looking antennas or something, because she has a swirly antenna hair on the front too. and her eyes, I can't tell because it's not detailed enough, look kind of honeycombish. So maybe she's like a bee girl. So something to do with clover? Maybe, is she just Clover? Okay, so I'll just call her Clover, and her power is to make honey. Simple, maybe. Or maybe she's just super lucky because she has 4-leaf clovers. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna say that she can make honey, and her name, or maybe she can control insects or something. She doesn't look like insectoid enough for that, though. She isn't on the nose enough for that. So yeah, I'm gonna go bee girl instead of, oh, or they could be bear ears because bears like honey too. Oh, either way, I'm saying her power, magical honey, maybe it heals people or something, and her name is Clover. Just Clover. Just a simple one, because we have simple names too. So just Clover, and she can make honey, and maybe those are bear ears. And then we have this girl with the very, what was it, Harajuku outfit, sort of, style. She has a bunch of cat paws in her hair. She has a little video game cat thing on the front of her head. She has this little wallet or phone case and this stuffed rabbit head. Okay. She looks very, very Harajuku-esque. Gosh, it reminds me of that show, like, the one about the aliens invading Harajuku. It reminds me of that one. Okay, so gonna say she is, because she kind of has an arcade-ish, video game-ish thing going on too. She's like a nerd. I'm gonna say, wait, I already said that she's Neko Noir, or Noir Neko. So she can't also be Neko. So that doesn't work. I don't know. Maybe like, gosh. Maybe like Pastel Arcade or Arcade Pastel. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea at all. Or maybe she's like a space cat. So I have no idea. Yeah, I'll just go, I'll go Space Pastel. Okay, she's Space Pastel, and her power, gosh, this is a difficult one too. You know, in every series, there tends to be this character that has video game related powers, so maybe that's hers. Maybe she can control video games or something. Because there's always that character in like shonen and stuff that has that power. So yeah, video game control or trapping people in video games or something like that. That's kind of similar to what Keek can do, but I'm still going to go with it. That's a difficult one. There are a few difficult ones this time where the designs for Jokers were like really easy. We're like, oh, that's total, like, I mean, names are difficult to guess because you have nothing to go on, but their powers were pretty easy to guess from their design in Jokers. With this, it's like way harder. And she has a little fishing rod, and it looks like she has a like whale tail or something. She's almost like seal looking or killer whale looking, maybe. So she's going to be like, she's a spotted seal basically. So I'm gonna say that she's Selkie because Selkies are like sea mermaids. So she's Selkie, and her power has something to do with her again, just object type one. She has a magical fishing rod. I'm gonna just go with that. Because I mean, that's not a bad choice to go with. We've had people like Jenna Psycho's magical suit, or Flez magical wheelchair, or there was another one that was right on the top of my head where they just have a magical item, and that's kind of how their power goes. I swear there was another one that was right on the top of my head with a magical item. But either way, you're getting my point. That's kind of a common thing with the powers too. Okay, so that's it. I've been through all of them, and before I end the video, I'm just going to go through and recap all my guesses on their names and powers. Or should I say, I usually go by how much I like or dislike. I'll leave out these 6 and go by how much I like or dislike the new designs, and that's the order I'll go in with recapping my name and power guesses. I think I like her the least. What I call her Space Pastel, and my guess for her power is video game control or something. And then in 9th place, maybe... I don't know, I really like all of these. Except I'm not that big on hers, but I really like all of these except for her. This is difficult. Maybe Dr. Animo in 9th. Because, I don't know, I still just assume I love every design except for that one. That one I like, but I love all the rest. Dr. Animo in 9th. I think she can kind of fuse animals together or something to create chimeras or hybrids, and that, like, the X in her eyes could be signifying that she can cross things together. So it's my guess for her. 8th would be... I think 8th might be Noir Neko, whose power I'm guessing is just Dark Shadow, essentially. 7th is Clover, who I'm guessing she has magical honey. 6th is, what did I call her? Officer Azul, with her magical handcuffs, that I'm guessing she just has magical handcuffs. So that's halfway through, correct? Yep. 5th? 5th might be Premium Sadako or Sachiko or whatever I think her name is, and her power, my guess, is that she's basically one of those little machines, kind of like a gumball machine here in the US, where you spin the thing and you get out a little prize or whatever. 4th, then... 4th is gonna be Selkie, and her power, I'm guessing, is the magical fishing rod. 3rd, I think, is Gabriel, and I think her power is going to be causing destruction with that horn or trumpet or whatever that is. You know what? I'm having a hard time deciding between these last two, and I also don't know why I put Dr. Animo so low. I really, really like her. She could have been in top 3, but they're all, like, pretty much equal. I like all their designs. You know, I'm going to say second favorite. Second favorite is, what did I even call her? I don't even remember. Ichigo Cake or something like that? I don't even remember. Ichigo Cake, I guess. So, Ichigo Cake, and I think she can turn things into sweets. Though, a secondary guess could be controlling whipped cream. I could see that, too. And then, my favorite one, I think, is just this big, hulking, goofy suit, because the head of it, the helmet of it, covers pretty much the whole body. And I'm guessing that its name is going to be Dread Knight, and their power is going to be to shoot flames or beams or something from those hands, but also the protectiveness of the suit. I feel like the suit in general is going to be the power. I feel like I had a lot of those guesses, but also there are a lot of powers that are like that in previous arcs, so it kind of makes sense. And kind of like the situation, like having magical items is common, and it just because they're similar powers in an arc doesn't, like, similar guesses to powers, it's still possible, because say in last arc there were a lot of similar powers. There were a lot of elementals, mostly because of the pure elements. But yeah, that's it. Gonna try to get this video up as soon as possible. This turned into a bit of a long recording. I hope you enjoyed it, though. I'm excited to get into the arc. I'm probably going to have the first video up starting to read it next Tuesday. So, yeah. Either way, thank you again to Slacker for getting the designs to me. And that's it. So, yeah. If you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of all of these designs, my guesses, and all that. What are your guesses on them if you haven't read yet and you just follow along with me on the series? Please no spoilers for anything. That would be super helpful if you didn't spoil anything. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe for more. Magical Girl Raising Project, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us there, just ask and I can give you a link. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.